Hello guys! Welcome back to my vlog. At kung bago ka sa channel na to, I'm Za and this is Za Canada. Thank you so much sa mga walang sawang nanonood ng aking videos kahit hindi ako nakapag-upload for the past 2 months. At sa mga new subscribers, salamat po sa pagsasubscribe sa channel na to. And I will probably tell you the reason behind kung bakit hindi ako nakapag-upload soon. So anyway, today, we are going to talk about a new topic, and this is about the TR to PR pathway. And there are so much confusion when it comes to this pathway. Kasi nga, lately, may inilabas ang IRCC. At kung ano yan, yan ang pag-uusapan natin sa video na to. So panoorin hanggang dulo. So, well, lately nga, may mga lumabas na si IRCC daw, if a fast track yung permanent residence application under sa bagong initiative for temporary workers. Pero, ang tanong, ito ba yung kagaya ng TR to PR pathway na nangyari back in 2021? Ito ba yung inaabangan ng lahat? At ito ba yung mga bagay-bagay na pinagsasabi natin doon sa mga latest vlog ko? So remember, I also, I'm one of these vloggers na nagsabi na maghanda about this TR to PR program. But, alam naman natin na hindi yon ang nangyari. So first of all, ano nga ba ang in-announce ni IRCC? According to the latest update, Canada has started implementing what they called In Canada Workers Initiative. So ano ang ibig sabihin niyan? This initiative aims to help temporary foreign workers transition to permanent resident, and the government plans to transition up to, so hindi pa natin alam kung talagang 33,000, maybe more or less, 33,000 to permanent residents between 2026 to 2029. And here is what's interesting. Kasi sabi nila, or sabi ng minister ng IRCC, between January and February of this year of 2026, 3,600 workers or 3,600 workers already received their permanent residence through their initiative. So which means na na-roll out na pala siya nang hindi natin alam. At first, exciting, 'di ba? Kala natin ito nga yung katulad nung na PR program noong 2021. Well, to be perfectly honest to you as well, isa ako sa mga na-excite sa program na to. Kasi nga, if I'm going to go back to that TR to PR pathway, or if you would try to go back to that TR to PR pathway, napakaliit ng CRS cutoff score noong 2021. And that was the pandemic, probably that was the pandemic era. Kasi, di ba, halos patapos na or soon para mag-open na yung borders at that time. And there are so much people na siguro nawala ng status at that time. And since na mawawala siya ng status at that time, then ang ginawa ni IRCC is to fast-track those temporary foreign workers by lowering yung CRS score para marami ang ma-permanent resident as long as you are currently in Canada at that time. And kala ko, isa yun. Or ganun din ang mangyayari dito. And there is the biggest misunderstanding nga. Kasi nga, there were speculations before na those people who are currently in Canada can submit fresh application in order for them to join that TR to PR pathway na ilalabas nga. Pero yun nga, hindi yun ang nangyari. IRCC is already currently accelerating application that are already inside the system. So which means na hindi nila kukunin yung 33,000 na yon sa mga bago pa lang mag-a-apply. Kukunin nila ito sa mga meron na, existing na, yung nakasali na sa pool ng Express Entry or ng Provincial Nominee Program. So, for example, if someone already applied for Provincial Nominee Program, Atlantic Immigration Program, Community Immigration Pilots like RCIP, FCIP, basta marami yan. Caregiver pilots like home child care worker and home support worker pilots. Yan yung in-stop this year lang yata, di ba? And agri-food pilot. So sila yung mga kasali lang sa TR to PR program. And these are the applications that are being processed faster, 'di ba? So in simple terms, hindi talaga siya new. Hindi siya bago TR to PR program. Kumbaga, nilagyan lang nila ng additional allocation or inhiwalay lang nila yung 33,000 para doon sa mga tao na nasa loob na ng Canada na para ma-accelerate yung pagiging PR ng mga tao na to. So, this is more of a fast-tracking measure to people who already submitted their application or PR application through different pathways or through these existing pathways nga. And honestly, i-expect natin na marami ngang na-disappoint. Kasi, syempre, there are really so much people that are really keeping their hopes up para dito sa TR to PR pathway na to. Again, so there are so much people na nag-e-expect nga para sa TR to PR pathway na to kasi there are also so much people that are currently losing their status, especially ng 2026. So kung babalikan natin, kailan ba naghigpit ang IRCC or ang immigration ng Canada? That was back in 2024 or late 2023. And at that time, those are the surge of those people who are coming in or who are coming inside here in Canada para magkaroon ng work permit or sometimes student permit. So, kailan ba mag-expire yung mga application nila? This 2026. So, TR to PR pathway, kung natuloy siya or kung kagaya siya noong pathway na inilabas nga ng 2021, then sana meron pa silang pagkakataon para ma-extend ang kani-kanilang mga permit or kani-kanilang pag-stay dito sa Canada. And by the way, before I forget pala, meron talaga sila palang nilabas na they are going to accelerate those people who are living in rural community areas, which means na outside the GTA or Greater Toronto area, I'm not sure if Calgary is one of the cities as well, and syempre Vancouver. So kung nakatira ka dyan sa mga largest cities na mga provinces dito sa Canada, then in order for you to get this or to take advantage of this program, then kailangan mong pumunta sa mga rural community. Hindi kasama ang mga metropolitan areas sa TR to PR program. And what this means for those people na nandito na sa Canada at inaasahan yung mga ganitong pathway. So what I can suggest right now is, for example, if you are currently an ECE, then you have to find a rural community. Just like me, an ECE is an early childhood educator. So if you're currently an ECE, so try to calculate your points. Napakarami namang especially dito sa BC. They are currently holding their provincial nomination nowadays. May mga draws na ginagawa, thanks God, bumalik ang provincial nominee program ng BC. And try to calculate your points. So, may free website naman eh. So, at the beginning, ang ginawa ko dyan is, I try to create my own account in BC and then realistically calculated my points. At tiningnan ko, what if I have these points? What if I'm going to have this experience? What if I'm going to take this language test? What if I get this CLB 8 in English, or for example, CLB 4 in French? Yan ang ginawa ko para makita ko kung anong points or what points will I come up with. And then you compare it with the latest draws that BC is having. So kung sa tingin mo is malayo ka sa points na dinodraw ngayon ng BC, then you'll have to think of a better pathway for you. So what is my point in telling you this? Don't rely on just one pathway. Never rely on just one pathway. So for example, kung caregiver ka naman, before there are a lot of people that are relying on only one caregiver pathway, which is the home childcare pilot program. And limited lang yung spots dyan. So like 1,600 or 1,600, yan lang yung points para sa home childcare worker program at that time. And I guess separate pa yung 1,600 for the home support worker too. But anyway, if you're going to rely on just one pathway, sa dinami-dami ng tao sa mundo na nag-a-apply sa pilot program na yan. Kasi hindi lang naman Canada hindi lang naman mga people in Canada ang nag-a-apply sa pilot program na yan. Kasali dyan yung mga nasa labas ng bansa. So nakikipagkompetensya ka sa bilyong tao na nag-a-apply para dyan sa 1,600 na yan. So kung isa ka sa mga tao na umaasa sa caregiver pilot program na yan at wala kang backup plan, then you might end up losing your status and you might end up going back home to your home country. Ang point ko is, try to find another way where you can extend your status. For example, look for an LMIA, French, learn French, try to study, and then make sure na yung pag-aaralan nyo is pasok sa express entry or those category-based selection, or find a rural community where you can practice your skills and eventually earn your PR. Kasi nga, kapag nagre-rely lang tayo, yun na nga, ulitin ko lang, kapag nagre-rely tayo sa iisang pathway, then, baka mapaupi tayo. And syempre, di ba, if you have already started building your life here in Canada, and you would seriously appreciate at makikita nyo naman ang difference between our country and Canada. Okay? So, mga kabayan, yun na nga. Here's the bottom line. This new initiative is real. Okay? Meron naman talaga na TR to PR program. Kaya lang, hindi lang talaga yun yung inaasahan natin na mangyayari. or hindi natin inaasahan na kukunin din ng pala nila. I mean, gagamitin lang rin nila yung mga existing program. Kumbaga, fast track lang pala nila yung mga applications ng mga tao na nandito na sa Canada, or yung may mga existing profile na sa mga provincial nominee program, pilot program, and whatnot. Diba? So, yun. And alam naman natin na marami nang na-approve yan. Alam naman natin na marami nang na-approve, especially for the PNP. Nakikita naman natin na there are so much draws na ginawa na lately, especially for the provincial nominee program. And again, immigration policies can change quickly. Hindi naman natin hawak yan eh. Hindi naman natin hawak yung nila eh. Hindi naman natin hawak yung pag-iisip nila. So, as soon as IRCC releases additional details, eligibility updates, or any pathway announcements, we just have to make sure to keep our profiles open. And syempre, maghanda tayo. And while we are waiting, we have to also upgrade or upgrade our skills, di ba? Or upgrade our language skills, upgrade our studies, or upgrade our work experience kung wala pa tayong work experience sa Pilipinas. Or kung may work experience naman tayo, make sure na yung work experience natin is nababagay dun sa ina-applyan nating job. Okay? So, that should be it for now for the TR to PR program. Sana may natutunan kayo sa video na to. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe into my channel. Again, maraming salamat po sa panonood ng aking video. And I will try to upload as regularly as I can from now on. Okay po. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Until next time. Bye-bye.
From islands to maple leaves,